Good afternoon, dear friends. In last lecture, we completed regarding psychopharmacological agents, isn't it? Now the next chapter under drugs acting on central nervous system, that is CNS stimulant drug, or also called as analgesics. Remember another name for CNS stimulant, that is also called as analgesics. Up till now, we completed whatever the drugs, that is general anesthetic, maybe narcotic analgesic, hypnotic sedative, psychopharmacological agent. These agents act by depression action on central nervous system. While, as the name itself indicating, that today we are going to be discussing regarding CNS stimulant drug, that stimulating function of central nervous system, isn't it? So this CNS stimulant, that is also called as analgesic. These are the drugs which stimulating central nervous system, respiratory system, and other vital motor center by acting on medulla oblongata center, that is on respiratory center. Thereby, these agents called as CNS stimulants or analgesic, that no, not only central nervous system but additionally also stimulating respiratory system and other vital motor center by stimulating medulla oblongata, and therefore such drugs are also called as analgesics. Now these CNS stimulants broadly classified into three types. There are three types of CNS stimulant drug. One, that is called as cortical stimulant drug. Second, medullary stimulant drug, and third, that is called as spinal stimulant. These CNS stimulant drugs broadly classified into three types. There are three types of CNS stimulant drug. One, cortical stimulant, medullary stimulant, and spinal stimulant. Cortical stimulants are those agents that stimulating function of cerebral cortex, particularly stimulating function of cerebral cortex, and therefore such agents are called as cortical stimulant. Example, xanthine alkaloids. Chemically it containing xanthine, that is the basic nucleus present in the compound. That is xanthine alkaloids. Example, caffeine, theophylline, theobromine. These are the drugs. Even aminophylline, that is also belonging to this category. These drugs belonging to xanthine alkaloidal category and used as CNS stimulant. In addition to this, another example of cortical stimulant, that is amphetamine. This amphetamine actually it is a sympathomimetic drug but also shows CNS stimulant action. So there are two examples of cortical stimulant, that those agents that stimulating function of cerebral cortex. Whatever the function of cerebral cortex, that is stimulated. Example, xanthine alkaloidal drug like caffeine, theophylline, theobromine, aminophylline. And another second example, that is amphetamine. Second type, medullary stimulants are those drugs which stimulating function of medulla oblongata, that is respiratory system function, used as a respiratory stimulant, and therefore such agents are called as medullary stimulants. Example, that is called as nicotinamide. This nicotinamide, that is also called as coramine. Remember the another name, that is for nicotinamide is also called as coramine. Then leptazole, picrotoxin. These are the compound that is used as a medullary stimulant. And third type, spinal stimulant, are those agents which stimulating function of spinal cord, that majorly stimulating function of spinal cord, that is reflex excitability function, and therefore such agents are called as spinal stimulant. Example, strychnine, nicotine, and lobeline. These are the drugs that is stimulating spinal cord function and therefore called as spinal stimulant. So these are the major three types. Sometimes there will be a full question: define analgesics or define CNS stimulant drug, classify with example. So you understand that those drugs not only stimulating central nervous system but along with this stimulating respiratory system and other vital motor center by acting on medulla oblongata, therefore called as CNS stimulant drug or analgesic. So you understand that according to the action on central nervous system, there are three types, classified into three types. One is cortical stimulant, medullary stimulant, and spinal stimulant. So cortical stimulants are those agents that stimulating function of cerebral cortex. Example are xanthine alkaloid like caffeine, theophylline, theobromine, aminophylline. While another example then medullary stimulant, that those stimulating medulla oblongata function, that is respiratory system stimulant, or used as a stimulating respiratory system. Example, nicotinamide. Nicotinamide, that is also called as coramine, letrozole, picrotoxin. And third type, spinal stimulants are those drugs stimulating spinal cord function. Example, strychnine, nicotine, and loberin. So this classification is very important. Then we start with the pharmacological actions of xanthine alkaloid, that is important one. Amphetamine dose, route of administration. Nicotinamide dose, route of administration. These are again important points. So let us start with the first type under CNS stimulant, that is cortical stimulant. You understand that cortical stimulants are those drugs that stimulating function of cerebral cortex, particularly stimulating cerebral cortex function. So first type, that is cortical stimulant, those drugs stimulating cortex, cerebral cortex function. Example, xanthine alkaloids. Xanthine alkaloids like caffeine, theophylline, theobromine, and another example, amphetamine. All these drugs produces different pharmacological action. When given in normal pharmacological doses, particularly acting on cerebral cortex function. If given in higher doses, beyond pharmacological doses, these drugs also stimulating medulla oblongata center, that is stimulating respiratory system and also stimulating spinal cord. So the first major action of the xanthine alkaloid, that is on central nervous system. And by acting on central nervous system, first action, that is on cortical section, that is on cerebral cortex function. So by acting on cerebral cortex, when xanthine alkaloid drug like caffeine, theophylline, theobromine drug given, stimulating central nervous system and thereby produces or reduces fatigue condition, produces awakeness in patient, increases calculating power of patient, and that action that is to be called as CNS stimulant action, that is increases calculating power, reduces fatigue condition, or stimulating mental activity of patient, that stimulation of mental activity increases physical performance of patient, and this action is because of stimulation of cerebral cortex. These are the action control through cerebral cortex, that is increases physical activity, physical performance, increases mental activity, reduces fatigue condition, म्हणजे थकवा कमी करतो, पेशंटचा जो थकवा आहे ते कमी होते, increases muscular activity. तुम्ही चहा, कॉफी, it containing xanthine alkaloid, particularly caffeine, theophylline, these drug when given particularly reduces fatigue condition. जेव्हा आपण थकून येतो त्यावेळेस चहा, कॉफी घेतो, it contain what? It contains xanthine alkaloid. So these drugs stimulating mental activity, increases physical performance, increases muscular activity, reduces the rate of fatigue condition, थकवा कमी करतो, and reduces this awakefulness, increases awakefulness condition. That action that is on cortical stimulant. If this xanthine alkaloid drug given in higher doses also acting on medulla oblongata, that is on respiratory system, and because of this it stimulates respiratory system by stimulating medulla oblongata function, and thereby also used as respiratory stimulant drug. The xanthine alkaloids are also used as respiratory stimulant in higher doses. Another action that is called as spinal stimulant action, that is acting on spinal cord and thereby increases reflex excitability of patient. So these three actions that is under central nervous system. In addition to this, another action of cortical stimulant, particularly xanthine alkaloid drug, that is caffeine, theophylline, theobromine drug, also acting on cardiovascular system. By acting on cardiovascular system, it produces majorly two actions, that is on heart and second action on blood vessels. By acting on heart, it has direct stimulation effect on myocardium. तुम्ही बघा कॉफी जर घेतली आणि आफ्टर इफ यू चेक हार्ट रेट फोर्स ऑफ कंट्रॅक्शन डेफिनेटली increases than normal also. That is because of what? Because of direct stimulation action of myocardium, and it thereby increases heart rate and blood pressure of patient also increases. And this action, this is because it causes release of calcium from myocardial cells. It increases the release of calcium from myocardial cell and thereby increases heart rate as well as increases blood pressure, thereby increases cardiac output. That is produces direct stimulation action on myocardium. This is because of what? Because of it causes increased release of calcium, intracellular calcium from myocardial cell. In addition to this, also by acting on cardiovascular system, acting on blood vessels, particularly on peripheral blood vessel, it causes vasodilation effect. increases coronary blood flow. But on cerebral blood vessels, particularly on cerebral blood vessel, it causes vasoconstriction action. And because of vasoconstriction action on cerebral blood vessel, it is used in treatment of headache. डोकं दुखतं आपण कॉफी घेतो, का घेतो? Because by acting on cerebral blood vessel, it causes vasoconstriction action. And because of vasoconstriction action, it will give headache condition. So these are the two pharmacological actions that is under cardiovascular system. In addition to this, also produces action on smooth muscle, particularly on bronchial smooth muscle. By acting on bronchial smooth muscle, it causes the relaxation effect. When caffeine given, it produces relaxation action on bronchial smooth muscle, and thereby relieve difficulty in breathing. Now here, generally why this drug produces relaxation effect? Because these drugs act by the mechanism that inhibiting action of enzyme that is called as phosphodiesterase enzyme. By inhibiting action of phosphodiesterase enzyme, it increases concentration of 5-GMP and 5-AMP. That is 5-guanine monophosphate and 5-adenosine monophosphate. Because of increase in 5-GMP and 5-AMP, it causes relaxation effect on bronchial smooth muscle and thereby used in treatment of bronchial asthma also. So by acting on smooth muscle, it causes bronchial smooth muscle action, relaxation action. Because of what? Because by inhibiting action of enzyme that is phosphodiesterase enzyme, and thereby increases concentration of 5-guanine monophosphate and 5-adenosine monophosphate. In addition to this, another action that is on kidney. By acting on kidney, xanthine alcohol drug causes diuretic action, that is increases urine flow and urine formation. This is because it reduces reabsorption of water, sodium and chloride ion. When water, sodium and chloride ion reabsorption decreases, increases urine flow and urine formation, and thereby used as diuretic agent. So remember that xanthine alcohol drug also used as diuretic. In addition to this, another action that is on GIT, on gastrointestinal tract. By acting on GIT, caffeine drug or xanthine alcohol drug increases gastric hydrochloric acid secretion, HCl secretion, and thereby produces hyperacidity in patient. आपण चहा कॉफी जास्त जर घेतली, hyperacidity होते. का होते? The reason is that by acting on gastrointestinal tract, this drug increases gastric hydrochloric acid secretion. Gastric HCl secretion वाढलं तर पेशंटला काय होईल? Hyperacidity होईल, isn't it? And last action that is on skeletal muscles. By acting on skeletal muscle, it causes a contraction of skeletal muscle and thereby increases muscular activity, reduces rate of fatigue condition. थकवा कमी करतो आणि muscular activity पेशंटची वाढते. So this action because of what? Because increases contraction of skeletal muscles and thereby increases muscle power activity, increases calculating power of brain. So these are the different pharmacological actions of xanthine alkaloids. Sometimes they may be asked, explain pharmacological action of xanthine alkaloids on CNS, on CVS, on smooth muscle or pain on kidney. So you are supposed to explain that particularly by acting on central nervous system, when given in normal pharmacological doses, acting on cerebral cortex and thereby stimulating function of central nervous system, increases calculating power of the brain, increases physical performance, decreases fatigue condition, and that action has a CNS stimulant action. If given in higher doses, also stimulating medulla oblongata center and on spinal cord also. In addition to this, another major action that is on cardiovascular system. On heart, there is a direct stimulation effect on myocardium, and thereby increases heart rate, blood pressure, on blood vessel, on peripheral blood vessel it causes vasodilation, while on cerebral blood vessel it causes vasoconstriction, and thereby used in treatment of headache. Then on smooth muscles it produces relaxation effect. On kidney, diuretic action because it decreases reabsorption of water, sodium and chloride, and thereby increases urine flow, urine formation. On GIT, increases gastric HCl acid secretion, thereby produces hyperacidity, and on skeletal muscle increases contraction, thereby increases muscle power. So these are what? These are the different pharmacological actions of xanthine alkaloids. Now if you understand pharmacological action, tell me therapeutic uses of xanthine alkaloids. What are the therapeutic uses? First use that xanthine alkaloids are used as CNS stimulant drug. Increases calculating power of the brain, increases muscular activity, increases wakefulness condition, reduces fatigue condition, and that action is known as CNS stimulant action. So first action, that is xanthine alkaloids are used as CNS stimulant. In addition to this, xanthine alkaloids are also used in treatment of headache because of vasoconstriction action on cerebral blood vessels. Then third, that used as a bronchodilator drug. Particularly ephedrine, nicotinamide, these drugs also be used as bronchodilator because of increasing 5-GMP, that is guanine monophosphate, and 5-adenosine monophosphate action produces relaxation effect on bronchial mucus. So thereby used in bronchial asthma also. Also another use that used as diuretic agent and also increases skeletal muscle power activity. So these are the therapeutic uses. Now regarding ADME, that all xanthine alkaloid drug, caffeine, theophylline, theobromine, these drugs are mostly effective by oral route of administration and metabolized by demethylation process. Because of xanthine alkaloid containing 3-methyl group and therefore metabolized by demethylation process and excreted through urine. Now regarding dose, generally this caffeine citrate tablet available in market, that is 100 to 160 milligram by oral route of administration, while aminophylline, theophylline, these drugs are used as respiratory stimulant drug in the dose of 15 milligram per kg of body weight by IV or by intramuscular. So remember that theophylline, aminophylline injection generally given in the dose of 15 milligram per kg of body weight by intravenous. Injectable, even tablets are going to be available in market, given by oral, by IV also. So this is regarding dose, route of administration. Now regarding side effect of xanthine alkaloid, that xanthine alkaloid majorly causes confusion because of CNS stimulant action. Excessive excitement may take place that leads to process confusion in patient, restlessness condition. रेस्टलेसनेस म्हणजे अस्वस्थपणा. जेव्हा आपण इन्क्रीज CNS ऍक्टिव्हिटी होते त्यावेळेस पेशंट अस्वस्थ होऊन जातो. रेस्टलेसनेस कंडिशन ऑफर्स, there is a confusion condition take place in patient. Insomnia, that is loss of sleep also occur because of CNS stimulant action. There is a loss of sleep, that is insomnia condition. Then another side effect, that it causes hyperacidity because of what? Because by acting on GIT increases gastric hydrochloric acid secretion and thereby produces hyperacidity. So these are the side effect or adverse effect of xanthine alkaloid drug. Now regarding mechanism of action, that how xanthine alkaloid drug increases or acting on had already been completed, that there are two mechanisms. One, that these drugs act by increasing the release of intracellular calcium in myocardial cell and thereby increases stimulation effect on myocardium and thereby increases heart rate and blood pressure. Another reason or another mechanism of action, that these drugs act by inhibiting action of phosphodiesterase enzyme, thereby increases concentration of 5-GMP, guanine monophosphate and 5-adenosine monophosphate, and that leads to process relaxation effect on smooth muscles, isn't it? So sometimes they will be asked, explain mechanism of action of xanthine alkaloid. So there are two mechanisms already we completed, that these drugs act by increasing inhibiting release of calcium into intracellular cells, thereby increases heart rate, force of contraction, and inhibiting action of phosphodiesterase enzyme, thereby increases 5-GMP and 5-EMP concentration, produces relaxation effect. So that is the mechanism of action of particle stimulant, xanthine alkaloids. So this is the first type, xanthine alkaloid. Another example of particle stimulant, that is amphetamine. Actually, amphetamine, that is used as a sympathomimetic drug. And this amphetamine is most important, that most of the time they will be asked, mention dose, route of administration, and one important use of amphetamine. So amphetamine injections, tablets available in market, reduced in the dose of 30 to 40 milligram per kg of body weight by oral or by intravenous route, and used in treatment of narcolepsy. Narcolepsy, that is nothing but attack of sleep in daytime. Attack of sleep in daytime. जसं तुम्ही दिवसा झोपता, झोपल्यानंतर झोप येऊ नये म्हणून जनरली एम्फेटामाइन इंजेक्शन दिलं जातं. सो दॅट इज नार्कोलेप्सी. तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना असेलच की दिवसा सुद्धा तुम्हाला झोप येते, अटॅक ऑफ स्लीप इन डे टाइम, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज नार्कोलेप्सी. So amphetamine, that is the best drug used in sometimes when you ask what is narcolepsy, So narcolepsy, that is nothing but attack of sleep in daytime. So generally amphetamine injections in the dose of 30 to 40 milligram given by IV route or by oral route of administration. In addition to this, it is also used to reduce obesity in patient because of decreasing food intake capacity. Food intake कमी केल्यामुळे काय होणार आहे? Reduces obesity and thereby reduces obesity of fat persons useful, thereby useful in obesity condition. So that is regarding amphetamine. So this is the first type, important one, that is xanthine alkaloids and amphetamine, that is cortical stimulant. Then second one, medullary stimulant. Medullary stimulant example, that is most important, nicotinamide. You understand that nicotinamide, that is also called as coramine. Sometimes they will be asked mention dose, route of administration, and one important use of nicotinamide or coramine. So nicotinamide or coramine used in the concentration, that is 2.5% solution in the dose of 1 to 4 ml by IV or by intramuscular. Nicotinamide or coramine injection, that is solution 2.5% concentration in the dose of 1 to 4 ml by IV or by intramuscular route, used as a respiratory stimulant. Remember that it is used as respiratory stimulant, particularly stimulating medulla oblongata function, and thereby used as respiratory stimulant, or you may also call it as medullary stimulant. So sometimes they will ask mention dose, route of administration, and one important use of nicotinamide. Nicotinamide, that is also called as coramine. काही दिवस निकोटामाइडचं नाव न घेता ते mention dose, route of administration, and one important use of coramine. So coramine, that is nicotinamide, used in the concentration solution, that is 2.5% solution in the dose of 1 to 4 ml by IV or intramuscular. Major use that used as a medullary stimulant or respiratory stimulant. Generally, this nicotinamide given along with ephedrine. Sometimes they will ask due reason that why nicotinamide and ephedrine drug given in combination. When these two drugs given produces synergistic action. Already we completed that synergism, that is nothing but increasing pharmacological effect when these two drugs given in combination. So here this synergistic action, that nicotinamide, that is used as a respiratory stimulant, that stimulating respiratory function, and ephedrine, that is used as bronchodilator drug, which produces relaxation effect on bronchial smooth muscle and thereby relieve difficulty in breathing. When these two drugs given in combination, that is produces synergistic effect used to relieve respiratory, so produces respiratory stimulant action as well as stimulating or produces bronchodilator action, thereby useful in bronchial asthma patient. Isn't it? Then third type, that is spinal stimulant. Spinal stimulant example, that is strychnine. That strychnine obtained from Nux vomica, used as a spinal stimulant drug, increases spinal cord activity, that is reflex excitability, sensation of touch, smell, hearing, that sensation is going to be increases, reflex excitability increases, and therefore this drug is called a spinal stimulant drug. So strychnine, nicotine, lobelia, that is obtained from Lobelia inflata. This drug particularly produces action on spinal cord, so thereby stimulating spinal cord activity. So here important one, that is definition and classification of CNS stimulant or analgesic. Then xanthine alkaloids, pharmacological action, therapeutic uses, adverse effect, doses of amphetamine. Then xanthine alkaloids, aminophylline, theophylline, nicotinamide, dose, these are important. So here we will finish short chapter, that is CNS stimulant or analgesic. Now we left only one chapter from drugs acting on CNS. So we'll see on next lecture that regarding skeletal muscle relaxant, or that is also called as anti-Parkinsonism. That is the last chapter. Try to finish in next week so that our first sessional theory syllabus will be completed. म्हणजे एक चॅप्टर झालं की आपला फर्स्ट सेशन theory syllabus completed. तो चॅप्टर संपल्यानंतर मग आपण तुम्हाला मी क्वेश्चन देणार. ऑलरेडी आपले एक ट्युटोरियल झालेलं आहे ऑन जनरल फार्माकोलॉजी. तसंच आता याच्यावरती जे CNS वरती जे 7-8 चॅप्टर झाले त्याच्यावरती तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन देणार आहे. ते क्वेश्चन पूर्ण सॉल्व करा म्हणजे जेणेकरून दोन्ही ट्युटोरियल जेव्हा कंप्लीट होतील तुमच्या फर्स्ट सेशनसाठी त्याच्यातले क्वेश्चन्स विचारले जातील. सो यू गो थ्रू द notes also, you complete that, and thank you.